COVID-19 cases on the rise in Jamaica. Jamaica has outgunned the US in shooting competition. Jamaican-born Captain Johnny Smith has made history in the US Navy. And now for the news in detail. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Jamaica now stands at 34. The increase comes as the National Influenza Centre has reported two positive results from 5 tests that were pending. The two new cases are from New York, a 34-year-old female from St. James with travel history from New York, a 74-year-old female from St. Catherine with also a travel history from New York. The classification of cases shows that 23 are imported cases, 10 are import-related, and 1 is under investigation. The 60-year-old female from Portland has now been classified as an imported related case. The island has so far tested 292 samples, including tests for severe acute respiratory infections. 34 of the 292 tested positive and 253 tested negative. This represents a positivity yield of 11.6%. 5 results are pending and the results will be made available. In the meantime, the ministry is making headway with increasing its capacity to test for COVID-19. The extraction process of testing at the National Influenza Centre is being automated for greater efficiency, and this will increase the capacity of the number of samples tested to more than 100 daily. At the National Public Health Laboratory, a Cobalt 6800 machine is being installed. In the next 3 weeks, equipment installation and training of staff will be completed and the facility will be able to complement the work done at the National Influenza Centre with the capacity to test approximately 380 samples per 8-hour day. The ministry is also to receive additional PCR testing machines from the International Atomic Energy Agency that will further increase the island's testing capacity. US outgunned by a Jamaican. Jamaican Lesga Murdoch prevailed in a down-to-the-wire battle to win the high overall and first Grandmaster of the Open Division of the 2020 Florida Open Pistol Shooting Tournament recently at the Universal Shooting Academy in Frostproof, Florida. Competing in a field of close to 270 shooters, Murdoch ended the first day of competition in second place, 32 points behind American Jan Vleger, who was tipped to win the category. Murdoch went into the final day of shooting with renewed focus, determined to close the gap. The rivals stayed neck and neck throughout the latter part of the 12th-stage competition, with Murdoch trailing by 8 points as they approached the final stage. With the title on the line, the Jamaican stepped up his speed and accuracy to win the final stage and bring his overall score to 1,405.48, leaving Vleger to settle for second place with 1,401.77. I always have my own game plan, and this time I just focused on being consistent throughout the tournament because I saw that Vleger was shooting a penalty-free match while I had 2 penalties. I just made sure that I minimized my any mistakes, Murdoch explained. When you're competing at this level, opponents will always talk a lot and try to distract you. So to stay on top of your game, you really have to keep your head and make sure that nothing that is being said affects you, he added. The victory brought Jamaican Rifle Association Practical Pistol team member his second major title of the year. In January, he won the Open Division at the Florida State United States Practical Shooting Association USPSA Championships, beating shooters from North and South America. Murdoch now has his eyes set on the International Practical Shooting Federation's IPSC World Shoot 2020, which is scheduled for November 28 to December 5 in Pattaya, Thailand. The World Championships is what I am really looking forward because the last time I came 13th overall in my division, and this time I'll be aiming for the top 5, Murdoch said. Captain Johnny Smith made history. A Jamaican woman creates military history in U.S. A past student of Bagwalk Secondary School, now Enid Bennett High in St. Catherine, created history in the United States this month when she became the first African American woman to head the military's Sea Lift Command Atlantic MS Clant. The promotion places the Jamaican native Navy Captain Jenny Smith in control of the entire Atlantic regarding the execution of strategic sea lift missions, the transportation and maintenance of military equipment, as well as logistics coordination. She assumed the leadership of MS Clant during a change of command ceremony held at Naval Station Norfolk on Thursday, March 19. That's a massive feat for a woman born in Kingston and raised under financially tough circumstances at Morris Hall in the Hawkers Hall area, not very far from Bagwalk in St. Catherine. She grew up with her late grandmother, Harris Plummer, who sold goods in the instant market to make ends meet. Her mother had left Jamaica in search of a better life for her family. Smith, who migrated from Jamaica when she was a young adult, was on the island visiting relatives up to late last year. She also remains in contact with her alma mater, Enid Bennett High. This is not the first time that Smith is grabbing the headlines. In 2016, she also created history when she became the first immigrant of Jamaican descent to command a destroyer. At that time, she assumed leadership of the Orlai Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Oscar Austin DDG-79. Smith is also one of only 2 active duty African American women within the U.S. Navy surface warfare community who are screened for major command. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified when we post a new video as we continue to keep the views on point. This has been On Point Media.